Good evening and welcome to Bondurant, Iowa for another Raccoon River Mega Night against the visiting North Polk Comets and your Bondurant for our Bluejays. Patrick Meyer, Chad Carlson on the call. How you doing, Chad?
I'm doing well. We're catching up a little bit before we came on the air about our breaks and just some nice time to spend with family and relax a little bit. No big travels on my end. I know some people like to get away this time of year, but
I mean, I might like to get away. I just don't.
I'd love to.
But as far as weather goes, I mean, you probably can't ask for a better December break weather.
Can't complain. Maybe get the bike out tomorrow if
yeah.
we can beat the sun going down.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty early still.
Yep.
Well, as we look for tonight, we visiting Comets have a 6-2 record. Blue Jays 2-4. You see our Blue Jay impact players, Kaylee Hansen and Tara Bergeron, looking for them to be pretty productive in the points to keep us in this game and make it competitive. What else are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, I think this is a very good North Polk team. Maybe not the level of play that we've seen from them in the past. Maybe maybe they're a state tournament team. You don't want to count a team out, but maybe not loaded with the same amount of firepower, and an improving Blue Jay team. So. The last couple of seasons, it's not been real competitive games. So maybe for the Blue Jays, it's a little bit of a test to see how you close the gap.
So as we look for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Comets, at guard, sophomore number 3, Sophia Bouchard. At guard, junior number 14, Campbell Schultz. At forward, junior number 21, Aubrey Happ. At forward, junior number 22, Faith Sullivan. And at forward, sophomore number 23, Jaslyn Rasmussen. And for your Blue Jays, at guard, senior number 5, Morgan Muller. At guard, junior number 10, Tierra Bergeron. At forward, sophomore number 33, Tenley Freed. At forward, senior number 23, Addison Brown. And at forward, sophomore number 34, Kaylee Hansen. Blue Jays have ran the same starting lineup all season, as have the Comets. So you kind of after that break, you're looking to see what type of groove you can get into.
Yep. Yeah, I think Coach Obley found a rotation that she really liked with her starters and her first 2 or 3 players off the bench during that first part of the season, and it is always interesting to see maybe who's taken that leap a little bit over break, and sometimes you come out a little rusty, but we're going to step aside for the anthem and come right back.
One possible thing to keep in mind is the Comets actually played a game last night against Roosevelt, so they are on the backside of a doubleheader, which not that they're not young and able to rebound quicker than some of us, but they still, that is a lot of wear and tear sometimes on the back-to-back.
Yeah, I haven't played a back-to-back doubleheader for quite a while, so I don't know if the hips could handle that.
The better question would be if you can remember the last time you played the front end of that doubleheader. Rasmussen and Hansen for the tip. Did get started just a little right on time, I guess. National Anthem's a little early, but out of bounds and going to be a Comet ball. Kaylee tried lobbying for the other way, but to no avail.
We'll just get the next possession then. We'll just take the ball next. Blue Jays look like they're in a man-to-man defense, and they are.
Well, ironically, as though I assumed we would have the same starters as normal, but they snuck in number 5, Harper Lincoln, in there.
Kaylee Hansen's going to get called for the quick foul, and it looked like a tie-up, and Riker was struggling a little bit to handle the ball in there, but they called the foul.
Entry pass, spin move up, and no good. Freed with the rebound.
Good contest there. Didn't need to foul and didn't. North Polk also in a man-to-man defense.
Harper Lincoln on Muller the whole way. Bergeron step through across to Brown. Now trying to feed Hansen inside. Kaylee with a real good recovery on that ball to finish with the bucket.
Yeah, and that's a good sign to see Kaylee get the ball inside and to score early in the game. You want to see more of that.
Three-pointer is good for Faith Sullivan. Felt she was a little too open, so felt disrespected. Hansen with the drive, left-hand layup, good. Nice drive from Kaylee. Saw the angle to attack and took it. Scholes with the ball, now into Rasmussen. Rasmussen shot up, no good. Rasmussen fighting for the rebound, but the Blue Jays able to recover it. Moeller into Freed.
Be careful there not to save the ball back underneath your basket. Morgan saved it enough away from the basket to a teammate that it didn't turn into 2 points for the Comets.
Entry pass to Brown. Brown turn, spin, right-hand shot up, no good. Bouchard with the rebound.
I like the attack the Blue Jays have going to the basket early on here.
Scholes kick out Sullivan. Sullivan step with the right, no good. Bergeron able to get the rebound. She's trying to lead the fast breakdown. Gonna finish with the left hand, okay. I think they just ruled that she lost control of the ball. It apparently wasn't tipped by a Comet. Good aggressive take. Like again, the thought of getting the ball to the basket, not settling for jump shots. Scholes with a good pass back out to Bouchard. Bouchard's three is no good. Scholes able to get the rebound, kicks it out to Bouchard again. Bergeron almost had the takeaway. Little extra contact, got it. Called for the foul.
Yeah. Not a fan of the call. We'll just leave it at that.
Bouchard to inbound under the hoop. And with no deflection, it's going to be a Blue Jay ball.
All right.
Blue Jays did a good job cutting off both post players that were set up for that play, and so they tried to feed Harper Lincoln out top and just not quite able to convert that. Solid defense would go a long way for the Blue Jays to make a game of this. Brown out to Freed. Freed into Brown. Back to Freed. Back to Brown. Brown going to pull up three-pointer, no good. Scholes with a rebound. You don't see Addison take a whole lot of three-pointers, but she was open. Scholes shot, no good. Bergeron with another rebound. Ahead to Hansen. Hansen able to gather the ball. Cross court. Off of Sullivan. Going to stay Blue Jays. Tara to inbound from the side. Morgan Moeller with it. Cross court, Hansen, a risky pass, and Rasmussen's able to take that one and goes coast to coast for the lay-in. Just head down driving. We've had a lot of issues valuing the ball, I would say is the nicest way to put it. And that cross-court pass is just a little bit riskier than it probably needs to be.
Yeah, against some teams you can get away with that. You know, a team that's better defensively and sees ball, sees man, they're not going to let you get away with that.
Scholes drive. Ooh. Morgan did a pretty good job moving her feet, but I maybe got her hands down a little bit at the end.
Yeah, and that's a play a lot of teams use where they kind of fake that handoff and isolate the side for that player, and Morgan just kind of got a half a step behind the Comet there, and as a result, Schultz gets to the line for 2, makes the first.
Finley McDowell going to make her first appearance for the Jays. Scholes' second one, no good. Freed able to tip it, but Scholes gets it. Rasmussen shot up and good off the pass from Sullivan.
Really nice pass from Sullivan.
Harper Lincoln with the one-player press.
Yeah, and it's been pretty effective so far, right? It's kind of getting the Blue Jays just in a hurry-up mode.
Hansen's going to pick up a quick second off the layup from Rasmussen. Just good vision from the Polk Comet players. Libby Weston checking in. Kaylee Hansen going to go to the bench.
Yeah, and Kaylee gave you a couple of quick baskets underneath the hoop and kind of lose her in the lineup, and that's you're going to have to maybe knock down a perimeter shot or 2 to get this defense to soften up a little bit.
There's just not enough incentive to swing away at that layup. She's already ahead. You kind of just got to let her have it. You can contest, but we need you in the game more.
Yep.
Muller inbound. Hits free, double team, back into Muller. I might have got away with it. I don't know that she'd established in position yet.
I think you're right.
McDowell now over to Freed. Tinley, Freed for 3. No good. Scholes rebound. Bouchard gets ahead of it, but not able to convert. Freed with the rebound. Coming back the other way now is Morgan Muller. Harper Lincoln playing some quality defense on her. Shots no good. Brown rebound, Brown block, Brown rebound, Brown rebound. And they're going to get the foul on Schultz that time.
Addison Brown hanging in there, sticking to it. Got herself a nice foul call. And you're right. Harper Lincoln is just a freshman, creating a lot of problems defensively for the Blue Jays right now. And maybe at a timeout or a quarter, Coach Obley can talk about maybe somebody setting a screen to help Morgan Muller get the ball up the floor.
Brown hits the second, and Maddie Martin's going to check in for Brown. The Comets just brought in Aubrey Happ, who has started, I think, every other game. She just came in off the bench, along with Mara Triweiler and Amelia Grouden. Layup good from Schultz.
Yeah, just too easy of a lane for Schultz there. And
obviously, they coming off break, you have a little extra time to practice, but it does seem interesting to have a freshman make a start when they hadn't been.
But when they can create that kind of defensive pressure with like you said, a one-person press, that's a good weapon to have. Just another kind of unforced turnover.
We're going to get a timeout, Blue Jays. So coming out of that first timeout, Blue Jays trailing 12-5. Looking for a little bit of a change-up. What are you hoping for here?
Well, I think, number one, if you can if you can help Morgan Muller out a little bit with that pressure coming to the floor, and it looks like Morgan's going to get a little bit of a breather here. But just help with that pressure, getting the ball up the court, and then just getting into some offense. You know, right now North Polk's kind of got us hurried up on offense, and we haven't settled in and been able to really run anything to get good shots.
Weston three-pointer just off. Maddie Martin there for the rebound, is fouled on the attempt.
That's just 2 fouls on the Comets. So the next foul by the Blue Jays will put the Comets to the line here in the first quarter double bonus. Two-shot bonus, I should say.
Amelia Groudon called for the foul. She stays in. Sullivan checks back in. Bouchard in, along with Happ, Sullivan, Rasmussen. Martin shot up. Late whistle.
Yeah, late call, but a good one. Kind of bodied up on her shot into the court, and a really nice pass there by Finley McDowell. A really quick, decisive pass into Martin.
So Happ is called for her first. Martin with the free throw. Blue Jays have Martin, Freed, Bergeron, McDowell, and Weston on the court. Martin hits them both. Happ in the corner, has Weston on her.
Blue Jays have switched to a 2-3 zone, so a little different look. Creates a turnover.
A little tip there, and a little high on the pass, throws it back.
Blue Jays back in that 2-3 zone. See if North Polk recognizes and runs something against it. Looks like a 1-4 high.
Libby Weston steps in front of the pass. Drop it back out to Bergeron. Weston gets it back now. Freed driving. Bergeron, good job on the Comet defense so far, cutting off the drive. Freed for a long three off the rim, no good. Weston with a great rebound. Oh, not able to convert the putback.
That was a really athletic rebound by Libby Weston.
Now the entry pass to Groudon, back out to Bouchard. Bouchard gets cut off by Weston. Sullivan now with the ball.
Good job by the Blue Jays running those three-point shooters off the line.
And they're going to get Weston on a foul there.
Sullivan kind of got bailed out there, but bailed out a little bit by Libby Weston, but bailed out a little bit by the guys in the striped shirts.
Sullivan will go to the line for two, as you said, fifth foul of the quarter. Misses the first. Harper Lincoln checking back in. Sophia Bouchard to the bench. Second free throw is good for Faith Sullivan, her 4th point. McDowell and Freed bringing it up the court. Little pseudo press, I should say. Bergeron picks it up, gets it to Martin. Freed coming around the screen, feeds Bergeron in the paint, and they're going to get a foul as Tierra cut through.
Nice cut by Bergeron into the lane, made herself available, and got cross-checked.
I can't tell yet what number that was. Okay, he held up 25 for Groudon. The official was more concerned about showing the scorer's table the number than me. It's almost like he doesn't care about us.
I can't believe it. I'll go down and talk to him at halftime.
Entry pass to Freed. Drive, layup is good for Tinley.
Good quick move by Tinley. And I like seeing that out of her. I think she looks for that three-point shot more than she does her own post work, and she can use that size to her advantage and just made a quick, decisive move, took it to the hoop, and got rewarded.
Getting close to the end of this quarter. Number 10, Madeline Corey checked in for the Comets. Has the ball. And, got called for the travel. Okay, I thought, I was say we really bailed her out on that foul, but she got called for the travel.
Yeah. Libby Weston creating all kinds of havoc over there on that lower part of that 2-3 zone.
And the shot clock is off.
Coach Obley's hoping to get one shot.
Libby has three. There it is.
Well, we'll take that. And a quick turnover by the Comets. Chance to take the lead before the end of the quarter.
Get a nice replay here. Weston's three-pointer. McDowell with it out top. 8 seconds on the clock. Kick out Bergeron. Bergeron drive. Gonna have it go off her leg out of bounds. Comet ball with 3 seconds left.
You want to have a little bit of pressure here, but you for sure don't want to foul.
Comets are going to bring in a few of their shooters to try to make this happen. So Bouchard, Rasmussen, Sullivan in, joining Scholes and Harper. So I guess all the starters.
A little more pressure than that. A little more pressure.
Sullivan from the logo, off the rim, no good. And Comets lead 12-13 after.
Nice.
Bondurant Furrow Athletic Booster Club is supported in part by generous donations from these local businesses. At the MVP level, A&N Electric and Controls Incorporation, Parks Custom Homes, Plaza RV, Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry, and Bondurant Men's Club. At the champion level, Densmore Insurance. All-star business sponsors are RNS Painting, Photos by Ben, Bondurant Lions Club, Planet Fitness, and the Bondurant Animal Clinic. And finally, partners of the Booster Club include Twist Soda Shop, Kona Ice, Style by Desiree Salon and Boutique, Garrett Burkett, Agent, American Family Insurance. Thank you for your support of Blue Jay Athletics.
All right, welcome back to the second quarter. Chad, what are you looking for with a little momentum going here?
Well, I think maybe they found a little bit better defensive philosophy for this game with North Polk, and Comets aren't afraid to take that three-point shot, so that 2-3 zone's a good defense to maybe to run them off the line. We'll see if they can adjust to that. It's going to be Blue Jay ball here to start the second quarter. Showed a little more patience there at the end of the back half of the quarter, and Kaylee Hansen's going to come back in with 2 fouls. I like that. I hate seeing a player essentially get fouled out with 2 fouls and have to sit an entire half.
The Fran.
Yeah, the Fran foul out.
Bergeron lines up the three-pointer off the rim, no good. Kaylee Hansen, quick rebound and put back.
And that's why you want her in the game right there. She's played about 3 minutes and has 6 points. To lead all scorers in the game.
Scholes with it. Cross court. And Bergeron's going to pick up a foul to start the quarter off. Her second. If you're sitting at home, you're missing out on a perfect opportunity to visit the concession stand tonight. Don Bukema is with Farm Bureau giving away free popcorn.
Ooh. Might have to find my way down there for some between game popcorn. I won't be shoving it in my mouth while I'm trying to talk, I promise.
There's a chance people might actually appreciate if we did that and just stop talking.
Get muted.
Kick out, Hansen for 3. Oh, just off the front of the rim.
Don't foul, Kaylee. This 2-3 zone should protect her a little bit as long as we can stop the dribble penetration. She stays straight up. Good defense there.
Good. And there's what Brown can do for you. Addison with the tie up. Penley Freed going to check in Maddie Martin to the bench.
Good little stretch of basketball here after kind of a rough middle of that first quarter. Kind of settling in. You know, that 2-3 zone, you just want to keep shooters in front of you, stop that dribble penetration, contest shots, and then rebounding can really be the challenge with that zone.
You got to think, though, the Comets are trying to feed it in to Rasmussen to try to pick one up on Hansen, right?
They're trying.
Brown had the same idea and went ahead and took the pass. Bergeron loses it, saves it to Freed, who tried an entry pass to Hansen, but Scholes cuts that one off.
And that's the little tempting little reach in right there that Kaylee's just got to stay away from.
Good job staying vertical. Freed with the rebound.
Ooh. There's that screen. I
like it.
That's what I was hoping we'd see.
Might have got away with the drag there. No shot, foul on the ground. Harper Lincoln's first foul. Wouldn't mind seeing her in foul trouble just because she's a pesky defender.
Yes, she is. There's that play, that empty handoff play.
And they're going to get a jump. No, we're not getting a jump ball. Addison gets it. Oh, I felt like that could have counted.
Now, in the new college basketball rule, that's a continuation. That's a bucket and a free throw. But they haven't made that change with the National Federation yet.
Great play by Addison Brown. What looked destined to be a tied-up ball, she was able to rip it away, get the ball to Kaylee for the foul. Now if it gets finished with the layup, Addison Brown. You got Raleigh Weston on his feet with that play. Bouchard with a long three. It's good. I understand. I probably would have wanted to see if they really had that distance too.
Yeah, and Bergeron with a nice contest there. I mean, she got there a little bit late, but got hands up, got into her vision just a little bit. But sometimes offense beats good defense.
Another great replay there by our Blue Jay digital crew. We have Afton Morton on the main camera. We have Reese Russell on the hero cam. Brayton Collins on the baseline cam. Nolan Boss somewhere with the camera taking stills, and then Gracie Anderson I think just showed up with still camera as well. So getting a whole team going. Best in the business,
without a doubt.
I put them up there as the #1 high school run program in the state, and I don't know that there's rankings, but I already declared it #1.
I think analytics would tell you that we're definitely #1.
Coming out of this timeout, tied at 16s.
We have a couple of awards to be thinking about at the end of this game, too.
We do. We have Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game. Brickhouse Fitness been doing that award did that for football and now back into basketball. Just a kind of a hustle award, but also the defense award, so it has a little bit of flexibility. Just a fun thing to do. Sometimes the other award gets catered towards points, and so it's a little more well-rounded. Bergeron with the ball.
Now that high-low look is really there.
Good play by Sullivan to knock the ball out. Our other award, the Vision Bank Player of the Game. Vision Bank has been sponsoring since the start of Blue Jay Digital, essentially, that first season. And back then they were Legacy. Vision took over Legacy and took over the sponsorship too, and we appreciate their partnership with the years of Blue Jay Digital. Sophia Bouchard for three. Boy, she's money from there.
Yep, she's found the range, and sometimes that 2-3 zone, you get that player below the wing, and the bottom player or the top player aren't sure who has the responsibility to guard, and kind of that's what happened with the Blue Jays. Just got stuck in between a little bit there.
Loose ball. Moeller steps in to get it. Laid up, no good. Bergeron gets up a little slow. You get Moeller on the foul. Her second.
All kinds of effort, but just not the execution there.
Weston in for Bergeron. Half in for the Comets. Cross court, Bouchard for three with a great screen from Rasmussen, but they're going to wave it off. The offensive penalty by Rasmussen on the screen. It's a great screen if you don't get called for it.
Yep. Good, and a good call from the North Polk bench to try to get Bouchard another three with the heat check there.
Brown ahead to Hanson. Hanson with a good job slowing it down. That looked like there might have been an opening, but they stepped in well. Morgan Muller drive through, no good. Kaylee Hanson rebound in the putback.
Nice job by both players there. Morgan just couldn't get that bucket to go, but a nice offensive rebound by Kaylee. And she didn't bring the ball down where she could have it stolen. She kept it up high and finished.
Sullivan now with the three-pointer. Comets just hitting.
Yeah, Sullivan and Bouchard both with 2 threes on the game. Blue Jays with just one.
Comets are just a 31% on the season, 41 of 132. Feel like they're hitting 80% plus tonight. Freed to Brown. Brown going to drive baseline, and that is going to be a charge on Happ as she came charging out at Addison. I think if she would have waited for her to get there, Addison probably would have charged into her because, well, Addison is a go-go, not necessarily a stop-stop.
She's got one speed sometimes. She's going to get a little breather here.
I had Addison in soccer years ago. The go-go was definitely great. Not as many reasons to stop in soccer. A good double team by the Comets, and they're going to get Kaylee on the travel on that one.
Yep, she's kind of got herself a little bit in a hurry there. That's sometimes younger post players. They just want to make that quick move instead of kind of surveying the defense and seeing where they're at.
Bouchard. Sullivan, back to Bouchard. Now to Happ in the corner. Happ, I think a three-pointer, and it's good.
Just
two-pointer, okay. That's not going to increase her 25% from three then this season. Kaylee lands hard on the elbow, but I think she's fine. She's going to gut through something like that.
A little bit of a scoring drop for the Blue Jays. Run into those. You really want to work and try to get that ball inside.
Entry to Weston. Weston gets pressured. Freed to McDowell in the corner. A little high pass. Rowden with the steal.
Give and go is the right idea. Just, again, execution.
Scholes with the ball. Cross court. Sullivan. Passed up the three-pointer. Brings it back around to Happ. And loose ball saved. Kaylee Hansen. Weston with the save. Moeller comes back and gets it. Now going to put on the gas. Swinging around the outside. Freed to Weston. Weston in the post. Kick out. Moeller. Moeller for three. Going to be long. Rowden's there for the rebound. Sullivan to Bouchard for three again. Bouchard 3 for 3. Sophia Bouchard has 9 points off 3 shots, I think.
Yeah, and Blue Jays had actually taken the lead early in the quarter, and the Comets kind of figured out that zone. So becomes a little bit of that cat and mouse game between coaching staffs. You know, now did the Blue Jays come back and play some man-to-man and force the Comets to kind of do something different offensively for a while. You know, a lot of teams like to switch on a possession-by-possession basis. Sometimes you play man-to-man after you make a basket. You drop back into a zone on a missed basket or vice versa. And that's something a team has to really practice a lot to be good at, because if all 5 players aren't working well together, and that type of thing, you can easily be confused, and if you have one person not doing defensively what they're supposed to do, most teams are going to find that weakness.
Patty Martin with the ball out top. Kaylee Hansen. Kaylee pump fake drive. Back to the left. Back to the right. Layup no good. Tipped into the hands of Trueweiler. Ooh, Happ traveled, but I think she's okay. It just landed awkwardly, and
yep.
For a second I thought she was going to roll her ankle, but McDowell comes back to get the ball, nearing the 1-minute mark in the first half. Hansen gets the double team out top, hits Bergeron on the cut. Tiara High with the layup, no good. Sullivan rebound, coming back the other way. Going to try to go coast to coast, throws it up, no good, no call. Bergeron with the rebound, going back the other way. She slows it down a little bit. Sullivan goes down. Going to get a foul under the hoop. And that's the 5th foul on the Comets. Foul is on Groudon, her third. He had me for a second because he said 2 shots but also waved off the shot, but that's because it was the 5th foul of the quarter. Berggren hits the first. Her first bucket of the game. Freed checking in for Hansen. Rasmussen checking in for Groudon.
Good move by Coach Hobley to get Hansen back to the bench, avoid that 3rd foul. She gave her some nice production while she was back in there. And played smart.
Yep. Berggren hits them both. Addison Brown going to check in for Tierra. Again, avoiding a 3rd foul on Berggren. Addison right now with 0. Gets everybody in a little better shot, or a little better spot coming into the second half.
Yeah. Important last minute of this quarter here to kind of keep the bleeding at a minimum. Comets out to a 7-point lead. You can kind of keep it there. Nice steal by Libby.
Layup, no good. Gets her own rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Stays with the Blue Jays.
I almost think Libby saw the defender and thought she could just throw it off the backboard and get it on the other side. Didn't know help was coming from behind.
I thought she was throwing it off the backboard for a dunk.
Yeah. Freed, shot, no good. Brown, rebound, back out to Freed. Weston, Libby, Weston for 3. Oh, in and out. Sullivan, rebound.
Now the Blue Jays do have a couple fouls to give. I don't think they want to do that here, but
yeah. Scholes and Harper back in. Happ and Troy Weiler to the bench. And they're going to get Weston, I think, on that one.
Yep, nothing hurt there. You got one more to give. We'll avoid getting carved up by a good inbound play here.
Watch Bouchard coming in off the entry pass just because of how many 3s she's already hit.
There she is. You're right.
She missed one. Fortunately, Comets are there for the rebound with Scholes. And that's going to be the end of the first half. 29-20. Comets with the lead. We will be back for the second half. Looks like we have the dancers for halftime. Welcome back. Second half action here in game one of Mega Night. Comets leading 29-20, led by Sophia Bouchard with 9, Faith Sullivan with 7, and Jaslyn Rasmussen with 6. Bluejays led by Kaylee Hansen with 8, 3 points from Libby Weston and Addison Brown, and 2 from Tenley Freed, Maddie Martin, and Tiara Bergman. What are you looking for coming out of halftime for adjustments here from the Jays?
Well, I just think you want to kind of recapture that momentum you had at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter. Looks like they're going to start in that 2-3 zone again. I'm sure North Polk's going to try to adjust to that, but got to contest and know who your three-point shooters are. They're going to maybe try to get it inside. And
Addison Brown with the steal.
patience offensively, really being solid with the basketball, not just handing it over to North Polk with turnovers. And there's one.
Shot up from Sullivan, no good. Gets her own rebound without a box out. Loose ball just kind of hanging there. Bergeron goes ahead and picks that up. Entry to Hansen. Hansen turnaround right hand layup is good. Right hand, left hand, she doesn't care.
Yeah, and I just like the decisiveness she's playing with right now.
Sullivan with the ball into Rasmussen. Rasmussen trying to get that foul on Hansen and does.
Boy, just didn't look like a lot of contact right there.
I wasn't entirely sold on the idea that it was a shooting motion.
Actually, they called it on Addison.
Okay. First one, no good. Rasmussen, second free throw. No good also. I suppose that's a ball don't lie type of answer there.
We'll go with that.
Moeller and Harper, the fives, going against each other. Bergeron crossover, kickback Freed. A little too deep in the corner to let that one go. Drives left hand up, no good. Loose ball. Tenley able to save it, but unfortunately Rasmussen ends up with it. Rasmussen looking to go coast to coast. Moeller with the good defense. Brown with the tip and Freed with the rebound.
Yeah, I like Tenley Freed's aggressiveness, taking the ball to the basket. I want to see some more of that.
Moeller kick out. Tenley for three. Off the rim, no good. Hansen tip to herself. Left hand up. No good also. Good rebound. I like the shot too. Tenley had it lined up. Scholes loses it. I don't know that can be off.
Saw a call earlier in the game like that did not go our way as well.
Just the opposite with players. Schultz was in position for a pass underneath, but they didn't see her. Brown tips that one out. It'll stay with the Comets. Down to 21 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounding in front of her bench. Throws it back court to Scholes. Rasmussen trying to set the screen. Scholes kick out. Three-pointer is no good. Hansen with the easy rebound. And they're going to have that one off the Comets, out of bounds. A little pressure here from the Comets now. Hansen with the screen at the logo. Gets the pass back to Bergeron. Tierra for three. Off the rim, no good. Brown tipped it and then was boxed in essentially by Bouchard and goes out of bounds.
Good offense there off the pressure, beating that pressure. Just could not get that three-point to drop. Very good execution, just not getting the finishing results there.
Bouchard might let it fly from there. She was 3 for 4 in the first half. She hit her first three. Sullivan up two. Nice driving bucket for her.
Yeah, nice job by Sullivan. Kind of struggled with a couple of those shots in the lane, but nice and soft. Got it up high, and those aren't always easy to make, those mid-range shots without using the backboard.
Freed comes to gets it. Entry pass had a Comet step in the way. Bouchard is fouled on her way by Addison Brown. A little bit frustrated by that one. Weston checking in for Freed. And number 30 in for Comets, who I don't have. Moeller with the tip. Sometimes we get some alternate uniforms that don't make the bound roster.
Or you have an underclassman that wins that uniform over break and they don't get it into the bound system.
Loose ball tipped away by Brown, but Sullivan able to take it back. Shot no good. Number 30 up and no good. Weston with the rebound. It's a good job getting herself into the game. You know, get your number called.
That's a strange given name, number 30.
Yeah, number 30. There's worse names. Brings you back to an old Austin Powers reference. Who does number 2 work for?
Yeah, number 30.
Weston for 3. Off the rim, no good. Hansen tipped it, but it goes out of bounds and off the Comets. I'm a little skeptical myself of that one.
We'll take it. Great call. Here's that empty handoff. Not there. Nice spin move back into the lane.
Sullivan with a strong
that's just that's a no call. That call should not happen. It did not have any impact on North Polk keeping possession of the basketball. Frustrating.
Did they call it on Kaylee or
yes.
Addison? Kaylee.
Although it looks like they put 33 on the board with the foul.
Who was not on the court.
Who was not on the floor, so.
It's a good move if you can get it, though.
Yeah.
Since she didn't have any yet. So 4:06 remaining in the third.
Yeah, and right now, Bluejays are doing a lot of things right from the basketball side of things. They're just not getting the basketball to fall. And they're doing a nice job defending. They're hanging in there. If they can get a couple shots to fall here, we could have ourselves a game still.
I'm going to go to the line. Foul on Weston. Her third. Sullivan to the line.
She's 0 for 2 in the first half.
McDowell and Freed in. Weston and Bergeron out. Sullivan to the line for another one. Hits that one. She's up to 10 points. Moeller with Harper Lincoln on her still. Lincoln tips it out. Going to be a Blue Jay ball. Moeller goes backcourt to get it. A little bit of pressure. Freed now with the ball. Into Martin. Martin out to McDowell. McDowell drive. Freed looking for a drive now. Moeller has it come off her leg, and they're going to get Moeller on the foul as she tries to get back up. That's going to be 3 on Moeller, and now the majority of the team has 3 fouls. That is the 5th foul of the quarter.
And a quick 2-shot bonus there.
We haven't seen Bouchard attempt anything inside the 3-point line.
This could be a tough look for her. Nope.
Apparently we're wrong. Rasmussen in, Bergeron in, Moeller out, and number 30 out.
That's going to make your job a lot easier.
Bouchard hits them both. Bouchard going to go to the bench. Number 20, Nora Maths, into the game. McDowell now gets Harper Lincoln on her.
There's a 10-second call. Just that little bit of pressure. And you do miss Morgan Muller when she goes to the bench. We've seen that in the past. And Blue Jay point guards go out of the game. That second main ball handler sometimes just a little tentative. Don't want to make a mistake.
Mathis to Scholes. Scholes in the corner gets the travel.
Yep, shuffled the feet there.
Yeah, when the young kids sitting at home trying to think about how do they get on the court faster, well, playing great defense is a good way to get on the court.
You can work yourself into, especially in the girls' side of things, just because there's not as high a participation numbers as there used to be. You can play as an underclassman.
Hansen steps across, Freed for three. Pass to Bergeron for putback.
I thought Sullivan really got into Freed's shooting space there after the shot. And they could have called a foul.
Sullivan with it. Drives into the triple team, throws it up, banks it in. A tough shot from Faith Sullivan. Hansen with the ball now. Back to Bergeron. Freed over in the corner. To Bergeron underneath. Freed might have got away with a step there. Martin now drives. Has it knocked away by Sullivan. Scholes throws it ahead to Sullivan, who has time to settle and gets the layup. Good job by Kaylee coming back for the pass on that one. They're going to get Rasmussen on the block foul. Weston coming back into the game for Tenley Freed. Under 2 minutes here remaining in the third. The Comets have pushed us ahead to a 14-point lead. Hansen, bank, two-pointer. He's up to 12 on the game. Mathis on an open three-pointer off the bench to hit one. Mathis, a 50% three-point shooter on the season. I don't have the number. It might be 1 for 2. It could be 6 to 12.
She could be darn near a 67% three-point shooter now.
Scholes steps in front of that pass, goes in for the layup, blocked by Libby Weston. And then Sullivan going to get called for the foul. Good job by Weston.
Didn't give up on the play.
Yep. Nice replay of Hansen's bank shot. We get a little line change here for the Comets. Checking in, Trewiler, Happ, Grouden. Mathis still in there, and Bouchard, the only starter on the court. Weston with the ball to Hansen out top. Back to Weston. Libby for three off the front of the rim. Hansen comes all the way around to get the rebound and the putback. Good hustle by Kaylee coming in from the top of the three-point line. A little pressure defense there from the Jays. Not quite ready to let this thing go.
Nope.
A replay of Kaylee coming into your living room. Loose ball. Bouchard able to go get it. Keeping that pressure on from the Jays. Happ out top. Wheeler. Into Grouden at the free throw line. Back to Bouchard. Good closeout by the Jays. We've seen that from her way downtown from Bouchard. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. First one of the game.
All right. Chance to cut this to 10 or 11 here real quick. That would be helpful. It gives you a breath of a chance.
Can save for the final shot here. You suspect that's what we're doing?
Well, I thought I would have suspected that, and then Libby Weston hit a three before the shot clock was, before the clock was coming to an end in the end of the first quarter.
Moeller lays it in for two off a screen from Maddie Martin. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Jays trailing 41-30.
Yeah, ended last 6 points of the quarter and kind of keeping it a ball game. And again, I think one of the real positives to take away so far is, and the game's long from over, but these have not been games even remotely close going into the fourth quarter between these two schools here over the last couple of years. North Polk's just been really high level, state tournament, state championship level, and they lose players too to graduation, and they're in a little bit of a rebuild as well, and they have some nice young players on the floor that we've talked about tonight. But for the Blue Jays, closing that gap. A lot of players on the floor tonight that saw varsity action last year, and they're improving, and sometimes you don't realize how much you don't realize how much distance you've gained until you've run that mile, and how close you're closing the gap. So no moral victories are great by any means, but kind of see where you're measuring yourself and then how much progress you can make from now until the end of the season when you play them a second time.
Reminder, we will have a boys game after this. If you're still sitting at home trying to figure out why you want to get off the couch, Don Berkema with Farm Bureau did purchase free popcorn for everybody that shows up. So, you have about 10 minutes in between games. You might as well get on up here.
Quick foul on Sullivan there, and that's her third. And be nice to maybe get a fourth on her. She's guarding Kaylee, so I'd really like Kaylee to get some touches inside here. And Sullivan hasn't done a lot offensively, but she just kind of seems to be the straw that stirs the drink.
They wanted that to be a backcourt violation. She didn't really ever have control of it on the front court. Berggren stepped through, no good. Kaylee Hansen tips it over to Berggren, who's fouled on the way up, and that foul is going to be on Scholes. What's your thoughts on that? Is the backcourt violation?
I didn't. I wasn't paying close enough attention to be completely honest to see where the pass came from,
Well, it came from out of bounds underneath, and Tenley didn't quite catch it cleanly at the top.
Then if there's no possession, it's not a backcourt violation.
So the Comet coaching staff disagrees, but I would definitely argue there was no control on the inbound. Berggren hits them both.
Yeah, she's 4 for 4 from the line on the night, has herself 6 points.
Sullivan drive. Kick out, gets it back in the corner now.
This game is back under 10 points again.
Bouchard, Truwheeler, back to Sullivan. Scholes in the paint. Kick out Bouchard, hand in the face. Just enough, and loose ball. Going out of bounds off the Jays.
Good hustle and effort by both teams there. Too open.
Long this time, and Truwheeler able to get the ball over Freed. Good rebound from her. Sullivan three-pointer off the rim. Brown rebound, fouled by Scholes.
And that's the third foul on North Polk here in the first minute of this final quarter. So you'd like to think the Blue Jays could just continue to stay aggressive, take the ball strong to the basket, draw those fouls. Pick up a charge, you pick up a charge, but get the ball inside, draw fouls. If you can get some points on the board without any time coming off the clock, that's even better yet.
You get travel. That was the fourth foul on Scholes. Sullivan with the ball. Truwheeler in the corner, blocked by Addison Brown. Freed to Hansen. Hansen hands it off to Moeller. Moeller drives. Tried to go out to Brown, but Brown was coming in to try to rebound.
Every possession that Kaylee Hansen doesn't touch the ball is a bad possession right now, unless it's a quick, fast break layup. I mean, she's leading right now with 14 points, and she's just made it look so easy and efficient inside when she's gotten the ball. She's got to get some touches here in these last 6 minutes.
Rasmussen trying to drive on Hansen, throws it up, no good. Freed, rebound, has it taken away, tied up. Good job by Rasmussen reaching in there to tie it up. Bouchard out top to Rasmussen, back into Sullivan. Sullivan looking to back down into a triple team, and we're going to get...
Oh, goodness. Oh.
And we're getting a foul on Tierra Bergeron, trying to tie up the ball. Consistency is what you're looking for a lot.
Yep. Okay.
Bouchard quick out to Mathis. Mathis hit a three-pointer already and traveled there. Tried to really fake out the Blue Jays with the turnaround, but took a little extra step. Moeller back into Bergeron now. Cross court. Bouchard on her. Bergeron backdoor to Brown. Brown lays it in for two. Good play, Addison and Tierra there working together. Bouchard into Rasmussen, and they're going to get Brown on that one now. Get a nice replay here of this backdoor cut. It almost looks like she's passing it to you, but then Addison comes in to take it.
That's the old Princeton backdoor cut. Coach Pete Carrill made the backdoor cut famous back in the day. They beat Georgetown in the NCAA tournament probably back in the early 80s.
Is that Patrick Ewing? Is that where we're going?
Yeah,
with that
it was.
one?
I think so.
A lot of action on the floor. Addison Brown ends up with it. They call a jump ball, but I have zero shock that Addison ends up with that one on the ground.
There's the number 22 on the floor in Iowa City where Caitlin Clark made that shot. They need to put a body imprint of Addison on the court after she's done playing.
Well, the only problem is there's not a spot on this floor that she hasn't dove. Bergeron's turnaround, no good. Hansen with another rebound, put back for two.
We got a 5-point game.
5:21 remaining. Sullivan looking to drive out to Bouchard. Now back to Harper. Rasmussen drive back to Lincoln. Sullivan step through. Out top Bouchard now. Scholes gets open for a three-pointer off the rim. No good. Harper Lincoln rebound. Loose ball. Livy Weston ends up with it. Some combination of Berger and Moeller knocked it away.
It's just really hard to rebound in that zone.
Bergeron drives, gets the shot blocked by Scholes, and there's going to be a foul.
It looked like a clean block, but maybe a little bit of a body
They
foul.
called it on 22 Sullivan, not on Scholes.
Okay.
Or they called it on 23 Rasmussen.
Yeah, on Rasmussen.
Okay, so still not on the one that blocked it. Bergeron hits the first. Obviously, when the action's happening, you're drawn to where the ball is.
Yep.
So the official has a job to do of keeping track of the entire play and not just following the ball.
This was a 41-26 game.
Off the front, no good. Rasmussen with the rebound.
11-0 run for the Blue Jays to get themselves right back into it.
Scholes gets the cut into Rasmussen. Shot up, no good. Freed able to hustle after it.
Really nice rebound. Strong rebound by Tinley Freed there. Not to be beaten off of that board there.
Moeller gets across just in time. Out to Livy Weston. Weston with the no good. Hansen with the rebound. Kick out Freed. Swings it around to Bergeron. 14 still on the shot clock. Into Hansen, tipped away by Scholes. Scholes looking to go coast to coast. Weston gets the foul, and the bucket is counted for Scholes. And that is 4 on Libby. Rowden coming in, Rasmussen to the bench. 4-minute mark just crossed. Shot good for Scholes. You get a timeout from the Comets. Well, we talked about earlier, we'll have a Vision Bank Player of the Game and a Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game. We got maybe an uptick in defense overall here in the last 5 or so minutes, and going to make it a little more complicated for you.
Well, I think defense is what's gotten the Blue Jays back into this game, and there's a ton of examples of how defense can still win you games when when the offense isn't clicking, and that's kind of been the case tonight. You still have to put the ball in the basket for sure, but it's been a great team defensive effort. The 2-3 zone has really been impactful, and whether it's the hustle of Addison Brown or the tip passes from Libby Weston, the block shots, the tough rebounds from Tinley Freed, it's really been a team defensive effort, and that's what's gotten them back into the game. And now you got to put the ball in the basket. There's no doubt about that. If you don't do that, it's all for naught. But again, so many really positive things to build on here. And we'll see if North Polk continues with their pressure here. I would believe that they would, and they are.
Weston, Bergeron, Moeller, Freed, and Hansen on the court for the Jays. Lincoln, Bouchard, Scholes, Rowden, and Sullivan on the court for the Comets.
So that's a tough call right there, because there's been so many times where we've grabbed at a ball in the lane and they've called fouls, and then they're going to call a jump ball there. That's
specifically about a minute ago in playing time.
That's frustrating.
Brown in, Weston to the bench,
and this crew's done a nice job. I mean, this is a tough game to officiate. They've done a nice job, but again, that consistency that you talked about, that's the one thing you really hope for.
Oh, Bouchard lines up a long three, in and out that time. Hansen rips away a rebound. I think that puts her at a double-double with 18 and 10, but we're not done yet. Bergeron for three is blocked by Scholes, gets it back into Hansen.
Really like to see Kaylee make a move to the hoop right there.
Scholes able to rip that one away. Up to Sullivan. Harper Lincoln over to Bouchard. Bouchard brings it out top. Sullivan. Back to Sullivan out top. Harper Lincoln. We haven't seen many shots, or maybe any shots from Harper Lincoln.
None. I was just thinking the same thing.
Scholes drives, blocked by Kaylee Hansen. Doing it all. Moeller coming across court now. Able to settle down. Brown driving to the hoop. Bergeron for three, no good. Addison Brown with the rebound. Bank shot, no good. Gets it again. Out to Bergeron. Bergeron going to drive to the hoop. Cross court, Hansen, pass,
Great
bucket,
pass.
putback.
Great pass.
We're back to a 5-point game. Bouchard with the ball. Addison Brown dives for it, knocks it out of bounds. Going to get a replay of that nice dump-off pass from Bergeron across the court.
I think some Blue Jay fans are kind of wanting a little more aggressive defensive effort, but I'm good with the zone. It's been a tough thing for North Polk to crack as long as you keep them from scoring.
That was a nice cut. Nice pass, nice cut.
And now you probably got to come with a little bit more of a pressure look once you're going back on the defensive end.
Freed with the reverse layup. We're going to get a timeout. Back at 5 points. Full timeout. 1:37 remaining here.
Yeah.
We have a ball game.
Yep, so with 1:37, it's a two-possession game. So you could go back and sit in your 2-3 zone again, and the thing is right now you've really got to you got to rebound the basketball, and you can't give up easy layups. The zone is probably the best thing to prevent an easy layup. Not the best for rebounding.
Or forcing the turnover necessarily.
So we'll see what maybe Coach Obley can bring a little bit of token pressure, like a 3/4 court press or something like that, to drop back into a 2-3 zone.
Sneak a trap in maybe.
Yep. That's and again, there's probably not a lot of things you're going to do that you haven't practiced before.
But coming off break, there could be something you've practiced that's not on film yet.
A new little wrinkle, yep. And it looks like Morgan's going to at least pick the ball up early.
Blue Jays have their starters out there. Comets are close. They got Bouchard, Lincoln, Sullivan, and Scholes, along with Grouden. So Rasmussen not in the game. .130 on the clock.
Again, I like the strategy if you can prevent a score.
Sullivan to Scholes.
And don't foul, although you do have one to give.
Not at this point you don't want, though, with 10 seconds on the clock. And
really
defense by the Jays there. There's Harper Lincoln again with the defense. 1 minute on the clock.
Don't have to be in a huge hurry.
Brown, bank shot, no good. Gets her own rebound to Freed for mid-range. No good. Brown with another rebound. Put back, no good. And we're going to get the jump ball that time.
Boy, there's just no quit in Addison Brown. She never gives up. She's got a motor.
She's on double-double watch as well, except she's only at the 5 points, I guess. Needs that layup, but I think she's at 9 rebounds.
Maybe overtime.
Oh, loose ball, and Brown on the ground again, gets to it. Scholl's able to come up with it, and you're going to get a timeout from the Comets as Scholl gets there. Whoa. Ice baths, I think, are in Addison's future.
Yep. And now you're going to have to play some man-to-man pressure.
Are you close to where you feel like you need to foul?
I think if you've done your advanced scouting and you know who the right player is to foul, and I have not looked at the.
Well, so Scholl's at 70%, Sullivan just under 60, Bouchard at 75, Rasmussen 85. Harper Lincoln's been the other one in there. She might not have a free throw attempt on the year, but she also, I could see not being in on this possession. You might trade offense for defense here.
And Rasmussen's 0 for 3 on the night, and Sullivan's 1 for 4. So I think you try to get a quick steal or a trap, and if you don't get anything in that first 5, 6, 7 seconds, then you're looking to foul, and you've got to give a foul before you put them in the bonus, and you don't want to waste too much time at this point. So
now you do have a couple subs in for the Blue Jays, which potentially is a foul conversation with McDowell and Martin in there, because your starters don't have a lot of openings to get fouls.
I don't think you want Libby Weston to foul. Okay, I think that's going to be on McDowell, and that's 4.
Finley's first. So now we're going to get starters back in there.
And they're going to pick up full court. Now you got to. Oh, there's a travel.
There they called it.
Oh, they called a carry.
Yep. Same effect.
She traveled and then she carried it. We got the second call. Now you got to go quick. You got to dribble hard to the basket and pitch it to a shooter.
Bergen back and right down. Left hand layup. Good. Quick bucket.
Good. Perfect.
Tier up to 9. 20 seconds on the clock. 3-point ball game. Yeah, she felt she had the mismatch there and just worked right down, right back to her left hand. Easy bucket.
And again, I think here, if you don't get a steal or a trap right off the first pass, you're looking to foul.
Because you might need 2 possessions to tie this up anyway.
Yeah, and coming from the team that's behind, this is where I really miss the old 7-foul 1-and-1 because, boy,
those 1-and-1 free throws.
They're so crucial and just add to the pressure and the stakes of a game. It's a little bit easier standing up there shooting 2 free throws, knowing that you can miss that first one. You still have another one coming. Allows you to relax a little bit more. It's great for the team that's behind.
So they're running the fly pattern here.
Might be a pass out of bounds first. No. Good.
They're going to foul Sullivan, the 58% shooter.
And 1 for 4 on the night.
Now, this is where the question is. They've only got 4 on Addison because we think they gave 1 to Tenley earlier. Who knows? But, right, they've got 4 on the board. So.
Well, I think that would have been on Kaylee.
That one?
No, the other
one
foul
earlier.
that we were talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Sullivan hits the first.
Yeah. Again, you don't have to have a 3 just yet, even with a 5-point deficit.
Gets the roll, Sullivan. She's up to 16. Freed drives through the lane. Oh, gonna say tipped by Rasmussen.
It was the right idea. Now, with time being what it is, you probably got to have a 3.
So out of bounds, 6.8 now. Getting a little harder to.
Odds are against you right now.
You're going to need that Reggie Miller type of scoring streak. Freeze open in the corner. Oh. Loose ball. And that's going to be the ball game. Comets come away victorious, 48-43. Blue Jays with a great effort trying to keep it there, but not able to come out on top. As we look, leading scorers for the Jays, Kaylee Hansen with 19 and 10 rebounds. Tiara Bergman with 9 points and 3 rebounds. 5 points for Addison Brown with, looks like 9 rebounds. 4 points for Tenley Freed, 3 points for Weston, 2 points for Martin, and 2 points for Mueller. Freed also ended up with 6 rebounds. Leading scorer for the Comets was 16 with Faith Sullivan, 11 for Sophia Bouchard, 9 in the first half on all 3-pointers, 10 for Campbell Scholes, and 3 for Nora Mathis. 6 for Jaslyn Rasmussen, and let's start talking about our post-game awards. Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game is going to be your first award. You talked about, you got a lot of options here, a few blocks, a lot of steals, a lot of deflections. What way are you leaning on this one?
Well, I'm glad you have that list of who's won the award because I thought 100% sure Addison Brown had already won that award.
Right.
And she hadn't, and that makes it a really easy pick. And again, really a strong defensive effort all around team-wise. Coach Obley's really got to be pleased. Her team got down almost, I think it was 14 points there late in the third quarter, and to hang around, make it a one-possession game late in the game. Tremendous effort, but I think Addison Brown, look at that picture right there. I mean, that says it all. Great job by her, kind of leading the way for her team, always setting that example of hustle, getting on the floor, never giving up on a play.
Yep, so Addison Brown, Protect This House Fitness player, Protect This House player of the game. And now if you're a Vision Bank player of the game, I feel like we talk about this one tends to lead itself towards points. I don't think there's any question tonight. Kaylee Hansen with a double-double, 19 and 10. The rebounds, putbacks, really also a great adjustment. She got into 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes or maybe even 3 minutes, and then never really was back in foul trouble. Might have had one more, might have stayed at 2. It's a question mark there, but still kept herself out of foul trouble, and that's what you get when she's able to do that, is the 19-10 type of game. And really, that's what we need when we want to have success, is for her to be able to play that full game.
Yeah, Kaylee was an all-conference player on the floor tonight. There's no doubt about it. And it was the quickness and the decisiveness in which she played with. Sometimes you get bogged down holding that ball in the post, not knowing what to do. And, boy, she took it to the basket tonight. Mm-hmm. And very, very efficient, and just, to me, was the best player on the floor.
Yep. So Vision Bank player of the game going to be Kaylee Hansen. We'll step aside for the in-between games. We'll be back for boys action. Go Jays. right, welcome back to Game 2 of Mega Night action here in the Raccoon River Conference. Back from Bondurant, Iowa for the North Polk Comets and the Bondurant for our Bluejays. Comets coming in 2-3 overall and 3 in conference. Bluejays 1-5 overall, 1-5 in conference. Bluejays led this season by Drake Faltzgraff averaging 15 points and almost 14 rebounds. And our second man on the screen, Blue Jay Digital's own Jasper Wilson, averaging almost double digits here offensively and playing a key role all around for the Jays. Blue Jays are looking to put another one in the W column. They've been back and forth and had a couple rough nights, and so looking to start this week off strong. Starting lineups first for the North Polk Comets. At guard, sophomore number 3, Aaron Osborne. At guard, senior number 10, Jason Slings. At forward, freshman number 13, Tommy Speaker. At guard, senior number 15, Jack Speaker. And at guard, senior number 22, Eli Peterson. For your Blue Jays, at guard, senior number 3, Blake Sollers. At forward, junior number 10, Owen Werner. At guard, senior number 11, Cooper Goodwin. At forward, junior number 15, Drake Faltzgraff. And at forward, senior number 22, Jasper Wilson. As I said, Drake averaging 15 and 14 on the season. Owen Werner and Jasper Wilson both right at double digits there. What are you looking for tonight for the Jays to make this a positive?
I think what Coach Evans is looking for is just that consistent effort on a night-in and night-out basis. I think with this team, you still don't know what you're going to get on any given night. You'd like to think against a rival in your home gym with a pretty nice Tuesday night crowd that you're going to get a great effort out of your team. And the one thing we've talked about is who's going to be that second, third guy that you can rely on scoring-wise. Beyond Drake, you've gotten almost double-figure scoring from Owen Werner and Jasper Wilson. You're going to have to get that on a regular basis. How consistent can those guys be? And then just the defensive effort, how good can that be? And, as we saw in the girls' game, you don't have to be great offensively. If you're given a great defensive effort, you can keep yourself in a lot of games.
The Jays are averaging right at 49, Comets 56, so you're not looking to really change either team's pace necessarily as much as just play your game.
I'm going to call my shot right now.
Right?
Overtime.
Okay.
We're going to have an overtime game, and the good guys are going to figure out a way to get it done.
Okay.
And I'm opening myself way up for a lot of criticism and heckling, but I'm going with that tonight.
I think for the Blue Jays, a good night might be coming from a not just a double-double, but I think you're going to be on 20/20 watch from Drake Faltzgraff.
Okay. Ooh, wow. That.
Yeah, Seidel talked about it earlier. He's mad that I stole it, but
did he call the overtime game?
He did not call the overtime. He doesn't care about the overtime. He wants his 20/20. Slings with the ball. Good one on him. Drive from Peterson, right hand, no good. Jasper steals the first rebound. Good one back out to Wilson. Wilson, turn around, slowed it down. Thought he was going to pull up for a little bit of a tough one. Sollers in the lane for 2. Good open bucket from Blake.
Little teardrop.
The kiss. Good one, knocked that one out of Speaker's hand. Slings able to recover it. Turnaround fade, gets the bucket from Slings.
Both teams man-to-man.
Werner. Oh. Was deflected.
That ball was deflected. 15 on the shot clock, though.
Oh, Speaker able to take that one. Good read on the pass. Osborne to Speaker. Speaker for 3. No good. Good one with the rebound. Jasper, Drake. Out top to Sollers. Goodwin now with it. Seeing a little bit of a double team help there from the backside on Falsgraf. Werner lost the dribble, tipped high. Werner, Falsgraf going to go up and the bucket.
Drake had a little something for the freshman, the freshman speaker after that bucket, just reminding him that, he's going to have to work tonight to guard him a little bit.
First foul on speaker, first foul of the game. Falsgraf at the line, leaves that one short, but gets the roll in. Slings with the ball, looking to drive around Goodwin. And able to get to the bucket. Got it up just in time. Falsgraf was trying to come down and help from the back. Slings averages 12.7. Jack Speaker also with 12.7. Double team on Falsgraf. Wilson going to drive, pull up two. No good on the roll. Speaker up to Slings. Slings in the paint, up and gets another bucket. Slings being a problem right now.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
Goodwin spin, gets his man up, and they're going to call a travel there. Jack Speaker and Jason Slings were their returning leading scorers, averaging 10 and 9 respectively last year. They've reversed the top spot this year. Jason in the lead. Slings coming around the screen. Turn, fade. No good. Werner, or a good one with the rebound, that is. Oh. Not a bad idea from Jasper, but just a little redirect on the.
Yeah, just not a miscommunication between the two. I think Jasper thought that Solers was going to continue to the basket, and Solers was kind of bracing himself for a rebound, I think. Now Jasper's going to guard Slings. A little bit of a height, more of a height.
Yeah. Speaker up, no good. Falsgraf rebound. There's no major height advantages, but there is some height advantages out there.
With Goodwin guarding Slings, it was a definite height advantage for Slings. With Jasper on him, it's a little more equal.
Werner crossover, gets in, off the backboard, no good, and Osborne with the rebound, Wilson with the foul. Grady Edwards going to check in for the Blue Jays. Goodwin going to go to the bench. Peterson with it. Out top, Osborne for three. Gets the bucket. Good screen. Solers trying to get around it, but Osborne was able to get the shot up. Werner for three with the answer. Jack Speaker. Tommy Speaker, back to Jack Speaker using Tommy as a screen, and he gets the bucket. They're a pretty solid three-point shooting team, 61 and 187, so 33% overall. But Jack Speaker at almost 40%, Aaron Osborne at almost 40%, and then Slings at 32. Werner cross-court, Solers pull up three-pointer, another answer. Osborne with over to Jack Speaker. Now Slings out top. Wilson on him again. Slings tries to get to the lane and does with the left-hand finish.
Man, you're right. He's been a problem tonight, leading both teams right now with 8 points.
Werner with the three-pointer is fouled by Peterson. He'll go to the line for three.
And that's something that drives a coach crazy, is fouling a three-point shooter. And I think they're arguing that it was a two-point shot and not a three-point shot, but they're rewarding 3 free throws.
He was really close to that line with his foot. makes the first. With 3 free throws, the subs don't get to come in until after the second attempt. And he hits the second. We get number 2, Brady Cathcart, and number 12, Benjamin Glasgow into the game. Werner converts all 3.
Tie game.
I don't even think you call that the old-fashioned three-point play.
We're on pace for overtime. I'm just going to come back to that.
Oh,
not a good foul by Owen Warner there.
he's calling it. Oh, okay. He's saying out of bounds. Okay. I thought he was trying to point at Solers for it.
Just a ticky tack, an easy call for the official, and not how you want to spend your fouls.
Glasgow back to Slings. Slings that for 3. Off the rim. No good. Jasper Wilson with the rebound. Good job slowing down.
I think that keeping Slings out, shooting out there is, he might knock 1 or 2 down, but keep him out there as he steals the ball away.
Nice pass to Cathcart. Cathcart with the finish. It was a real nice pass to the backside. Edwards with the ball. To Wilson out top. Solers now trying to get it into Pfalzgraf, but not a great angle for it from there.
Not enough touches for Drake at this point. Need to get him involved.
And he doesn't have Speaker on him. He's got Glasgow. Edwards drives, gets both guys up in the air in the bucket. Good, calm play from a freshman there. Sends 2 guys airborne. Slings again. Pfalzgraf with the hedge. Cathcart going baseline. All the way around. Jack Speaker for 3, and he hits again. Second three-pointer for Jack. Solers, free throw line. Edwards to Wilson. There you go. Double team comes down. Tries to go backdoor to Solers. Slings sees it and cuts it off. Slings with a nice finish. No good. Pfalzgraf rebound. Under a minute remaining in this first quarter. High scoring first quarter. Edwards with the ball. Solers now out of the wing. Pfalzgraf out top. Solers no good.
North Polk will play for 1 here and likely go into the second quarter with at least a 3-point lead.
Slings, layup at the buzzer, and a foul on Wilson too. Got one of the Solers twins checking in. Another freshman on the court.
Ooh, that had a chance.
All right, so after one, Blue Jays trailing 16-22. The issue so far for the Jays has been Jason Slings with 11. Looking for an answer there.
And a little bit of three-point shooting from Jack Speaker and Aaron Osborne. Three threes combined out of those two. A couple of run-out turnovers, too. I know Coach Evans really wants to avoid those. Those add up and make a big difference at the end of a game, especially in a game that's likely to be closely contested.
Werner with the ball. Entry to Pfalzgraf. Nice quick finish. Good pass from Owen.
Yeah.
Good quick finish there. Good for Drake.
Good call coming right out of the quarter.
Quick bucket from Tommy Speaker for 2. He's a freshman champ, but he actually shot it over a freshman as well. Goodwin fouled on his way up. That's going to be a foul on Peterson. His second. Good replay there, that pass from Werner to Pfalzgraf for 2. First one no good. We're going to get Cale Peterson in for the Comets. Not able to get either one. Peterson with a quick rebound. A.J. Kurtz into the game for the Jays, number 23. I don't know that pass was meant to go all the way across, but it did. Or didn't. It was cut off by Speaker. That foul going to be on Saulers, his first. Jack Speaker hits the first. Jack Speaker hits them both. He's up to 8.
Got to keep going to Drake Pfalzgraf. He's got to touch the ball every possession.
Werner drive. No love on the roll. Slings either to gather the rebound. Speaker with another three-pointer.
Just shooting confidently.
Up to 11. Werner with the ball over to Saulers. Saulers into Pfalzgraf. Pfalzgraf to Werner for 3. Good!
Good basket there. Kind of needed that before things kind of got away from you a little bit here. Cut it to 8. Coach Evans with a quick timeout and maybe some defensive adjustments here. You know, you look at the score sheet and you got Slings and Speaker both with 11 points. So maybe giving those guys a little bit extra attention is going to be a good strategy going forward.
(21-29) here. We come out of timeout.
And you got to get yourself back into the game with stops. You got to get some defensive stops, have 6 really good minutes of defense heading into the half. Let's see if we can close the gap a little bit here.
Colby Saulers to the bench. Chase Krings into the game for the Comets. That pass gets thrown away.
Get a little help there.
So Slings, Speaker, Krings, and Cale Peterson on the court for the Comets. Pfalzgraf, Edwards, Goodwin, Werner and Blake Sollers on the court for the Jays.
There we go. There we go.
And a little bump to go with it. Good finish by Drake, playing through some contact.
Just got to show patience. Utilize that shot clock, not play quite so fast.
A couple players go down hard, and that pass is going to go out of bounds. You got this nice replay that you can talk through.
Yeah, a couple of unforced turnovers from North Polk. Gives you a chance to cut into that lead.
Goodwin with the ball. Gets a man up, passes out to Edwards. Edwards now into Falsgraf. Falsgraf turnaround 2, good.
There you go. Keep getting stops.
Slings calling for the isolation now with a little height advantage on Sollers. Entry pass to Krings, trying to work on Falsgraf. Falsgraf blocks that one. Gets it over to Goodwin. Werner now drive with the finish. Owen using Drake as a screen.
Boy, Owen Werner's off to a really nice start. Kind of feeling a little explosion off the legs there. A couple of threes, 3 free throws, and a nice drive to the basket there. And we've got a 2-point game. Good block by Drake to open up the lane for Owen. Owen read it the whole way and said, "Oh, I'll take the easy path, thank you." Sometimes defense will get your offense going.
I say the easy path because he, is athletic enough to get higher than some other people.
Yeah.
I'd still struggle.
A little slow-mo on the block there.
Ooh.
Look at that face. Ferocious. That looks like a Blue Jay digital post waiting to happen right there.
Closing it down to a 2-point game right now.
Well, and can you continue that momentum? That's the thing. A lot of teams can play in spurts, get a 6-0 spurt, but can you build on that? Can you get the game tied? Can you maybe have a little bit of a lead going into the second half? You got to continue to play with that momentum, and again, defensively is where it's going to happen, and then just playing smart and patient on offense. Looks like the Comets are back with mostly starters.
Sollers takes that one away. Blake Sollers.
Yeah. Another kind of careless turnover from North Polk, so they're...
Oh, Drake opened up underneath. Good feed there from Edwards. Edwards gets it back from Falsgraf, driving to the hoop. Grady Edwards with the finish.
Nice little 2-man game there between Falsgraf and Edwards.
Osborne over to Jack Speaker. A couple 3-pointers already for him. Slings now with it. Werner on him. That should be an okay matchup. Gets him up in the air, though. Not able to finish. Drake Falsgraf with the rebound. You got tie ball game. Werner.
Good take. No problem with that aggressive take.
I think typically when he drives like that, he's into that many people, there's going to be some type of contact that gets called. Good hustle by Goodwin, diving into the scorer's table.
Love the hustle. In fact, if he had cracked the advertisement board, and AD, Mr. Anderson would have had to buy a new one, I'd be okay with that. Love the hustle. Well, not okay with it. We're on a budget here.
It's not the goal, but you'd understood.
Yes. Yes.
I'll sign the check, I guess.
I know. I count on you for that.
Speaker, turnaround. No good. He was too close. Falsgraf with the rebound.
Now every shot is a little more heavily contested than before.
Goodwin puts the brakes on.
Looks a little bit like a different team. All of a sudden, a little 10-0 run.
Cathcart out to Slings. Slings looking to go baseline. Blocked by, not blocked. I thought he was going to get it. Slings with the finish. Sometimes we get some, just a little bit of visibility here. I thought for sure that was blocked. Werner coming around the screen. Now drives. Not able to finish. Falscraft gets the rebound. Turnaround, puts it up. No good. Osborne rebound.
Rick got a little quick there.
Slings. Coming around the screen from Cathcart. No look pass out to Tommy Speaker. Tommy goes out to Jack Speaker at the top. Throws it up, gets the bank. That's 13 for Jack Speaker. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
So North Polk's kind of answered the run now with 4 straight points of their own. Coach Evans is going to run a set. I bet we're going to see a touch. Nope.
Edwards for 3, going to be off the front of the rim. No good. Cathcart rebound. Jack Speaker to Tommy Speaker. Oh, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off Edwards, but a good read by Grady, seeing just a little bit of bobble and going after it. A.J. Kurtz checking in. Goodwin to the bench.
Good couple of minutes there from Goodwin. Couple of the best that I've seen out of him, at least this home season so far. Real active defensively. Nice move down in the lane there. Transition.
Cale Peterson with the ball. Over to Slings. Slings coming around the screen from Cathcart. Slings gets up. Blocked by Falscraft again.
Good team defense there.
Kurtz to Warner. Warner for 3. And he's fouled again at the 3-point line.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're. You want to contest those shots without a doubt, but fouling a 3-point shooter and twice that's happened now. Great block, good team defense, good help.
It's a good time to recognize our Blue Jay Digital crew. We have Afton Morton on the main camera up here. Reese Russell on the hero cam. Braden Collins down on the baseline, along with Nolan Boss, Gracie Anderson down with the stills. Doing the great work. Owen Werner hits the second. Braden Collins has been money tonight on those replays. Werner gets 2 out of 3.
And 5 out of 6 on the night. That's 83% if my math is right. Leaning on an accountant to verify that.
I'm not going to fact check you right now. I'll let you have it. If I'm dealing with money, I can stop at 2 digits. 3-pointer from Osborne. No good that time, but the tip. Osborne gets it back, but Werner steps in front of the pass. We're under a minute. We can go 2 for 1 if we go. Edwards out top, has Slings on him. Back out, Werner for 3. No good. Falscraft able to get it. Shot clock is off. Kurtz to Edwards. Edwards for 3. No good. Werner is out of bounds with it.
Yeah, Coach Evans wanted to use that full shot clock there. Hard to communicate that, and
especially coming off a rebound that brought you to that single shot.
Yep.
So 20 seconds here, tie ball game as we go towards halftime.
And being aggressive is what has gotten you back into this game too.
Slings has been the leading scorer for most of the game for the Comets. Jack Speaker right there with him now. Cale Peterson back to Jack Speaker for a long 3, going to be short. Kurtz with the ball, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Tied at 33-33. We'll take a little break, catch our breaths, and be back for the second half. We'll have dancers at the halftime as well. Go Jays! Welcome back to second half action here on the final game of Mega Night here. 33-33 at halftime.
Thanks for bearing with me, Patrick. I was
getting stuck in social media.
I was somewhere else, yeah. Well, I'm catching up with this Iowa basketball game a little bit, but my focus is completely on this game now.
Slings trying to go to work on Werner. Kicks it back out, Jack Speaker. Speaker and Slings both with 13 in the first half. Slings trying to drive, throws it up, no good. Falsgraf rebound.
Really well defended by Werner there.
Kick out, good one at the top, no good. Falsgraf tips it, gathers it back, and attacks the rim for two. Falsgraf into double digits now, had 9 in the first half, up to 11. Owen Werner led the Blue Jays with 13 in the first half. Jack Speaker, three-pointer at the top. Going to be no good this time. Drake Falsgraf rebound. Blake Sollers with the ball. Over to Goodwin. Both teams with their starters for the second half. Werner now going to drive, attack, left hand blocked and fouled by number 13, Tommy Speaker.
Yeah, and the Comets just allowed Werner to get too deep in there, and Speaker had to kind of go down on the hand there with just being too far underneath the basket.
Werner hits the first. Been at the free throw line a fair amount. He's been maybe a little more aggressive with his shot tonight, and it's been rewarded. He's now up to 15. Jack Speaker drives, gets the bucket. Good contest, but avoiding the foul for Jasper.
And Jasper just wanting to stay on the court now with those two early fouls.
Blake Sollers out to Wilson now. Goodwin back to Werner. Werner comes around, Falsgraf screen, kick out Goodwin. Now Falsgraf for three off the front of the rim. But Werner gets the rebound, put back, no good. Slings gets this one. Blue Jays steal it away. Werner, left hand, no good. Tommy Speaker rebound.
And like the aggressiveness from Werner there, just maybe a little more patience there. Using that left hand, probably a little lower percentage as well.
Slings with the ball, coming around that screen from Speaker. Slings feeds it, and that should be a travel, and they did call it that way. Kind of, not exactly pulled the chair out from under him, but kind of pulled the chair out from under him. Sollers in the corner. Bringing it around the world all the way to Falsgraf at the other corner. Dumps it off to Werner. Werner goes in. Pump fake up. No good. Falsgraf gets the rebound. Sollers to Goodwin. Goodwin, three-pointer. No good. Sollers gets the rebound at the free throw line and not able to convert. Eli Peterson rebound. Shot up. No good from Jack Speaker. Falsgraf with another rebound. Comets steal it away. Slings looking to go in. Three-pointer from Osborne. No good. Tipped. Werner gets it.
Both teams just a little out of sorts right now. Coach Evans is going to take a timeout. Just remind his team what they did to come back from that 8-point deficit with good defense, with valuing the basketball right now. You know, that quick outlet pass to Jasper Wilson, just not taking care of the ball. You just can't have those empty possessions, you know, in a game like this that could come right down to the wire. And right now, I think Coach Evans is just going to remind everybody to kind of get their wits back about them and get back to doing the things that made them successful. Unfortunately, the Comets have not set anything on fire yet to start the half either.
as we take a little break here, we'll give a quick shout out. Madison Meyer from our elementary building is going over to Iowa City this week to have a little work brain surgery at Iowa Children's Hospital. So prayers out to Madison Meyer. Good luck this week. Blue Jay Nation, we're here for you, and a lot of prayers going out. We had a nice screenshot during homecoming week. I remember she came back to school after a little break, and I believe it was Blake Guthrie was the football player there to greet her at the door. Big old smile on her face.
We're seeing a little zone out of North Polk.
Goodwin into Wilson. Wilson lays it in. Nice pass to Goodwin. Nice finish, Jasper.
Yeah, and a good quick adjustment, recognizing that zone and attacking it.
Tommy Speaker. Jack Speaker coming around a couple screens. Now Osborne in the lane. Kick out. Tommy Speaker into Slings. Slings turn on Werner. Left hand finish. No good. Drake Falsgraf able to rebound. Werner now has Peterson up tight on him. Wilson into Falsgraf. Tough angle with the finish.
Much better there. Just taking care of the ball. Making sure you get your big guy inside some touches.
You're going to get a Comet timeout. Not long after the last timeout.
And the North Polk bench probably doing much the same there, but nice inside touch, good pass there from Jasper Wilson. Just put it up where the big man could go get it and finish right at the hoop.
Oh, we're going to get another replay here with the backdoor pass to Wilson from Goodwin. Blue Jay Digital with all the highlights. Blue Jays with their biggest lead of the game, I do believe, at 6. It's been pretty close, hasn't it? Back and forth.
Yeah. I think you're right, though.
We're halfway through the third quarter. That's all I was fishing for, is for you to say you thought I was right.
You're right, Patrick. How many times do I need to say that? As many as you need.
I'll take it as many times as I can. Slings does a good job coming around that screen. They're going to get Werner on a little foul there.
Yeah, and we saw Coach Evans come with a really nice out of quarter to start the second quarter play, and there North Polk answers with the same thing right out of a timeout. Sometimes running those sets that you work on all week right out of timeouts or quarter breaks are the best times to catch the other team unprepared.
Falsgraf gets the rebound off the second miss. Gives it back to Grady Edwards. Edwards over to Blake Saulers. In towards Falsgraf. They're going to say off Drake, Comet ball. I can promise I can't tell from this distance who touched that ball.
No.
Eli Peterson, Osborne, Slings now looking to drive, gets into the lane, turn, fade, up, and the finish for Jason Slings. 17 for him. Jasper Wilson with the ball. Gets it out to Saulers on the other side.
Good job by Jasper to keep his composure there, not turn it over.
Double post at the top, and that's going to be a foul on Peterson, I do believe. Yep, that's going to be on Eli Peterson. That's his third. Tommy Speaker is coming out, and Peterson coming in is going to be Cathcart and Glasgow. Good maturity there by Edwards, not touching that ball till it came all the way across half court. Saulers to Wilson. Out to Edwards at the top. Edwards spins, able to get it back. Hits Falsgraf on the reverse, not able to finish. Jack Speaker now driving, gets all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good. And Glasgow is blocked from behind by Falsgraf.
Yeah, I think Drake got himself in a little bit of trouble there.
You think that was verbiage?
I think so, and I think there were a couple of instances earlier in the game where, maybe some reactions and some faces at the opponent. And one thing that's going to happen is the opposing coach is going to get in the ear of the officials about that. And that's, I think, probably exactly what happened there.
So Jack Speaker's going to take those free throws, gets them both.
And I like the emotion. And I like the alpha, but you gotta rein that in a little bit too, and right time at the right place. And that official came from a long ways away to make that call.
He did.
Too.
That's why I don't know what he could have necessarily heard from that angle, but Speaker trying to get Wilson in the air. Oh goodness. They're going to give Speaker the foul on that one as well. Effectively in the ear. Speaker, Jack with another free throw here to finish up the three-point play and gets it.
Yep. Comets fight right back and have themselves a 3-point lead and a little 9-0 run for them.
And then Cathcart able to step in front of that one, lays it in, and you got a quick run here and due for a Blue Jay timeout. As I believe is that a 12-point run? No, 11?
11, yeah, 11.
We were up 6.
It was 41-36, yep. So, a game of runs. So now you got to answer that and see if you can draw a little bit closer here before the end of the quarter.
We got Jasper Wilson with 3 fouls, Owen Werner with 2, and 1 for Drake Valtzgraf, 1 for Colby Solers. 3 for Eli Peterson, 2 for Tommy Speaker, 1 for Benjamin Glasgow. So not other than Jasper with 3 and Eli Peterson with 3, not a lot of foul trouble to speak of. They haven't really called a lot of fouls overall, so it's kind of been a fast-paced go-go game.
Yep. And again, you look at the score sheet and the 2 guys that are giving you the most fits from the North Polk side, Jack Speaker and Jason Slings. Again, you got to continue to focus your efforts on them, and you know what both of them want to do. It's just a matter of stopping them and the effort defensively to move your feet and get a little bit of help from your teammates.
You got final 10 minutes. We'll see how this goes. Who's got more left? Blake Solers in the corner.
North Polk back to man after that little stint with the zone.
Werner into Valtzgraf, and they're going to get Cathcart on that foul. Just jumping into the space that Drake was going to. So now Werner's going to inbound under the hoop. Gets it into Valtzgraf as the last option. Solers going to drive, gets the roll. Blake Solers with a great decision there and a nice finish.
Super nice take by Solers.
Osborne with the ball, Edwards out on him. Switch to Jack Speaker, now Slings. Over to Cathcart. Cathcart versus Slings now in the paint. And with a tough finish, Jason Slings just kind of has it going tonight.
Yeah, he does.
Valtzgraf out by the three-point line. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards keeps the dribble. Wilson reverses, comeback right, finish, no good. Valtzgraf with the rebound, right hand, hook shot, good.
Well, that's really high skill level. Effort to start with, but just that nice soft touch in traffic with the baby hook. That's a lot of time and work in the gym.
Osborne going to dribble this down near the end of the shot clock. There's about 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jack Speaker getting a double screen. Edwards with the switch. Cathcart now drive, lays it up, gets the bucket. We got 10 seconds coming back the other way. Not a terrible situation there as you're going to get a shot, and that's going to be a pretty aggressive push off by Werner. Just a lot of show on that one. Not gonna be easy to avoid getting that call.
Yeah, and you know this is playing with a team without a lot of experience, and these are some of the hard lessons you got to learn. And
shot up, no good. That brings us to the end of the third quarter, 45-50. All right, so as we move into the third quarter, reminder, we will have 2 awards at the end of the game. We got the Brick House Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game, and we have the Vision Bank Player of the Game. Definitely got some contenders for both again tonight. Had a good girls game earlier. Addison Brown came away with the Brick House Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game, and Kaylee Hansen was the Vision Bank Player of the Game.
Really nice performance earlier tonight by the girls. I think Coach Obley has to really be proud of the effort from her team, and to hang around and make that a game against what's been a really good North Polk program. And couldn't quite get it done, but definitely gave themselves a chance, and were in it right to the last minute.
Should have a fun 8 minutes here. Your overtime isn't out of the question right now with just a 5-point ball game.
I'm hoping minimally we can make that happen. If not, just win it outright. That'd maybe be better. I get home and get a good night's sleep that way.
Sleep's overrated.
I need my beauty sleep. I'm not.
Your wife's been with you this long. I doubt she's leaving you when you get a little bit uglier.
People don't like me when I don't get enough sleep.
Werner coming around a few screens there. Now uses Falsgraf as a screen, tries to dump it off, a lot of contact, nothing there. Slings, gonna get the layup on the other side.
So now 21.
Blake Sollers with the ball to Goodwin. Now into Falsgraf. Falsgraf sees the double team but doesn't care.
Just like we talked about Kayla Hansen getting touches in the girls' game, Drake's just got to see the ball. And not necessarily to score every time, but maybe to create some opportunities for his teammates when he's getting double-teamed.
And that pass is going to go out of bounds. Tommy Speakers tried to get it out to Slings. A little too much heat on it as we get this replay on Falsgraf's finish.
Yep, and we've seen this before. If you tighten your defense up a little bit, North Polk does have a tendency to turn the ball over a little bit.
Edwards to Werner. Werner into Falsgraf. Falsgraf turn, baby hook again.
Keep feeding the beast.
19 for Drake. Cathcart over to Tommy Speaker. Slings now at the three-point line. Speaker hitting the screen for him. Goodwin, good closeout. Slings now. Clock's getting under 7. Cathcart drive, layup, no, and they're going to call an offensive charge.
That's one you maybe could have gone either way. I like the call from a Monterey perspective.
I thought maybe on the other side it was a no call, so.
Yeah.
Three-point ball game.
Bluejays were in a 2-3 zone that last possession. See if that's something that they're going to stick with here.
Glasgow came into the game for Tommy Speaker. Werner out top. Sollers. Falsgraf getting some defensive help on the backside there. Werner out top, three-point line. Looking to drive on Jack Speaker. Blocked by Glasgow. Peterson in the corner for 3.
Yeah, big swing right there.
Might be his first attempt of the night.
Now, that looked like an unsportsman act by him coming down the floor with the antics there. That probably also could have been
called
served a technical, but tough thing for officials. They're watching.
Yep.
They're watching to call travels and fouls, and not every single thing that a kid does after they make a shot.
High pass to Falsgraf looking to drive. Had it locked away a little bit. Kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards spin, dumps it off. Oh, they're going to call travel there.
Yep. Grady just got a little uneven with his feet there, a little shuffle.
Might be one of those where it doesn't even feel like he traveled.
All right, got to keep getting stops if you're the Blue Jays. Still in a 2-3 zone, it looks like.
Peterson to Glasgow. Cathcart. Jack Speaker. Speaker looking to drive. Has it knocked away by Goodwin. Loose ball. And Goodwin's going to commit the foul that time, trying to hustle after it. Got the first one clean and then had a loose ball and just hustle after it. You'll live with that foul. Cathcart into Slings. Knocked away again by Goodwin. Peterson able to recover. Jack Speaker, three-pointer, short this time. Glasgow was on the line as he tried to save it. It's going to be a Blue Jay ball. Osborne in, Jack Speaker out. So Cathcart, Osborne, Glasgow, Slings, and Eli Peterson for the Comets. Goodwin, Edwards, Saulers, Blake that is, Werner, and Drake. Saulers with the turnaround 2 on a nice pass.
All right, we got a 4-point game. Got to keep getting stops.
Eli Peterson again, no. Werner with the rebound. Goodwin brings it up court. Edwards over to Goodwin on the other side. Saulers for a long 3. No good that time. Tip out. Peterson head to Slings. Slings going to try to go at Edwards. Jump stop in the paint. Hits backdoor Cathcart for 2.
Good patience there by Slings. Didn't panic when maybe it looked like it was going to be a 3-second call.
Saulers in the corner. Cross court, Goodwin out top. Werner a three-pointer, no good. Cathcart rebound.
Yeah, right now North Polk's really just doubling Drake Falsgraf every time, trying to keep him from getting those touches that are really important that the Blue Jays play through him. So North Polk's going to
juice and
milk a little clock here. Blue Jays come out of that.
Saulers with a great read, going in for the layup, no good. And they're going to say off Werner or off Goodwin. It's a great read, just not quite able to finish. Had a Comet closing from behind. Wilson in, Goodwin to the bench. Jack Speaker back in, Osborne to the bench. Edwards on Slings this time. Good screen, gets Slings open underneath. Slings open on the other side, but Peterson was open, not able to finish. Wilson with the rebound. Saulers hiding in the corner, lays it in. They just lost him. He's like, if you're going to make it that easy, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Double digits for Blake Saulers with 11. 4-point ball game now.
Hanging around. It really, it kind of feels like North Polk has just kind of owned this quarter, I guess, on a possession-by-possession basis, yet the Blue Jays have outscored North Polk by a point in this quarter, cut into the 5-point end of the third quarter deficit, and just kind of keep hanging around. That's what you got to do, and making it happen with defense. Really active hands from both Blake Solers and Cooper Goodwin, doing a nice job out guarding on the perimeter and keeping North Polk from getting the ball into the lane and scoring easily.
So 2:42 remaining. Slings, Peterson, Speaker, Glasgow, Cathcart on the court for the Comets. Edwards, Solers, Falscraft, Wilson, Werner for the Jays. Slings with the ball. Edwards out on him, applying the pressure near the logo. Gets it back. Jack Speaker. Edwards switching back to pretty much whoever has the ball. Jack Speaker in the corner, brings it back out top. 10 seconds on the clock now. Cathcart drives, gets the shot up, no good. But Glasgow able to get there. Falscraft with the contest, and they're going to call Drake for that one. From up here, it looked pretty good, but
yeah, just
might have been some body on.
Little body maybe. Tough call. Just kind of out of position just a little bit because of the frenetic pace underneath the basket.
Cathcart, first one, no good.
And North Polk's really they're trying to take the air out of the ball.
Misses them both.
Sometimes that'll come back to bite you. Take the aggressiveness out of your team a little bit.
Almost got that one to finish. It was a tough angle to try.
Yeah, tough shot.
Edwards out top on Slings.
Again, really working clock here.
No good. Falscraft ahead to Solers. Solers cross to Wilson. Wilson with the lay-in, good. Great fast pace there. And we have a 2-point ball game.
See if North Polk's going to continue to try to milk clock. They're going to take a timeout and decide what they're going to do here.
1:12 left in regulation. Good replay there. Falscraft rebound quick ahead to Solers. Solers with a great read, seeing Wilson from the backside. And Jasper, Blue Jay Digital's own Jasper Wilson, able to finish that one. The Pod Man.
I think we can look to both games tonight and really, in both situations, both the boys and the girls have kind of had some rough moments where they got down and could have seen those leads against them grow, but have stuck around, keep fighting. Like to see that. Maybe the boys can be rewarded with hanging around by getting this game tied up or getting a lead and going home with a W tonight.
Something that doesn't look like the Hawkeyes want to do.
No. Well, it means I don't have to stay up another hour and a half watching the replay of the game. So
there you go. All comes back to you and your beauty
sleep. It is.
Sleep.
I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah. Blue Jay is going to come out with Werner, Edwards, Wilson, Blake Solers, Falscraft. Comets going to answer with Eli Peterson, Glasgow, Jack Speaker, Osborne, and Slings. Speaker going to come get it in the backcourt.
Again, they're going to run clock, it looks like. Maybe they have something they're going to get into a little bit earlier here, but I think this takes a lot of momentum away from your team sometimes.
Slings coming around that screen from Glasgow to Osborne in the corner. Eli Peterson back to Slings. 5 seconds. Slings looking to drive. 3, 2, 1. Peterson shot up. No good. Falscraft with the rebound. 42 seconds. Edwards brings it up. Gets it to Werner. Still 24. Are you holding for a late shot?
No, I want 15 to get a touch as soon as we can get it to him. But I think it's going to be towards the end of the play clock right now.
Sollers hits the bucket, gives the Blue Jays the lead. 12 seconds on the clock, and we're going to get a timeout, Comets.
Whoa. Put that maybe in your list of unexpected late game plays.
Well, Sollers right now with 14 points. And just slightly above his average of, what do we have? 5.8.
Yeah, and 9 seconds left, is that right? That's what I see on the screen.
Yeah, right about there.
That's the one thing I don't like about the timeout clocks in the gym is you can't see.
The last number I saw on the scoreboard was 12, so between 12 and 9.
Okay, somewhere between 9 and 12. So we'll see. Again, right now Grady Edwards has done a great job defending the ball up top in that point area. They've got Jason Slings up there working one-on-one against him, so we'll see if maybe they come with a ball screen for Slings. Nice to have Falsgraf planting his feet 2 feet right there in the middle of the lane to be a good helper and a rim protector. So I think the outcome we might see is a kick for an outside shot if we're really clogging up the middle. So North Polk's either going to maybe win this thing with a last-second shot or a last-second miss. I hope maybe it's just a turnover and we can go home.
Russ Meyer with the long-distance shout-out says, "Go Blue Jays" from Color for Colorado. Osborne to inbound the ball. Gets it to Slings. 10 seconds. And Warner hits the ball, steals it away, and gets called for the travel.
Yeah, he did.
Got it a little too clean.
He did.
We're going to get another
timeout. Yeah. And there is 7.2 left.
Only 2 fouls.
Yeah.
If they're running away from the basket, you wait until they turn and foul them, right? If you can get them to go into the backcourt at all.
I don't know what Coach Evans' philosophy is on that, so I'm gonna cop out and say you do what you've practiced doing.
Okay.
And I don't. I should know this, but I don't think he's ever been a foul guy. If you can get him to catch the ball in the backcourt.
Anywhere beyond that blue line,
you go foul
I'm interested.
Him, but we saw the end of that college game the other night. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Where I think it was Cal and it was somebody out west. Gosh,
you can make it up. Notre Dame. Nobody will
Cal
argue.
And Notre Dame.
That was a late game.
And it was I think it was Cal Notre Dame, and they fouled a 3-point shooter with a 3-point lead, and they got a 4-point play and won the game. So.
Speaker has the ball, pump fake. Osborne for 3 at the buzzer, no good. Glasgow tips it, Slings throws it up, and no good. Blue Jays win 58-57. Clutch 3-pointer by Blake Sollers with 15 seconds left to give the Blue Jays the lead, and they come away victorious.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
What a night here in Bondurant.
I was wondering if we had a clock malfunction over there because that seemed like
a lot of time.
17.2 seconds, not 7.2. We might need to reevaluate who's running the clock over there, but 3 attempts at the buzzer for the Comets, and the Blue Jays staved off all 3. Exciting win. Wasn't overtime, but
it felt like it.
Pert near. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Woo.
We're busting out words that people don't even understand anymore.
Near.
Leading scorers first for the Comets, 21 for Slings, 20 for Jack Speaker, 8 for Cathcart, 3 for Osborne, 2 for Tommy Speaker. For your Blue Jays, a 3-headed monster on the scoring front. Drake Falsgraf in the lead with 19 points and 16 boards. Owen Werner with 15 and 3. Blake Sollers with 14 points, including that huge 3-pointer. 4 points for both Jasper Wilson and Grady Edwards, and 2 for Cooper Goodwin. I have a pretty good feeling on one of these, but we really do have a lot of options here. Brick House Fitness Protect This House Player of the Game. You got one guy that had probably 3 blocks in there, but I don't know if that's where you're going.
Well, I think we got to the end of that game, and the Comets, had the 5, 6, 7 point lead, and they just tried to take the air out of the ball and took all the aggressiveness out of their team. And the guy that kind of made the difference out front in the point of that defense was Grady Edwards. I mean, he did a super job, forcing direction and really executed what Coach Evans and staff wanted him to do. And, Cooper Goodwin had a great defensive game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Sollers made a lot of things happen defensively. Jasper Wilson got into foul trouble, but, he's always given you great defensive effort. But I think based on time, score, situation, and when you needed it the most, Grady Edwards was the guy that got the job done defensively and protected the house and protected home court advantage.
All right, so Grady Edwards, protect this house, player of the game. And that leaves us with the Vision Bank player of the game. And, man, that three-pointer gives us the lead. Blake Soller is going to be your Vision Bank player of the game.
Unanimous.
I don't care if he had the most points or not. He had the most important point, and that's the last one. So Blake
Soller, the 2020 night, and we're still
giving it to Blake.
Yeah.
Yep, Blake
Awesome.
Sollers, Vision Bank player of the game. Blue Jays victorious, 58-57. That's going to do it for us here on a Tuesday night. Blue Jay Digital will be back on Thursday for our first home wrestling meet of the year. We'll see you then. Good night. Go Blue Jays.